Hi, thank you for watching Dig Into China. I'm Dong Shang. If you pay attention to China's social media in the last couple of days, one of the hottest topics is this: how to keep rural men's beds warm. In early October, county officials in the central province of Hunan published a document declaring that the issue of aging unmarried rural men is gradually ceasing to be an individual problem and becoming a societal problem, and promising they would work to encourage young women to stay in their hometowns. Local media published a companion commentary titled, "Bringing warmth to the beds of aging rural men is a necessary undertaking." The four-point plan included increasing propaganda discouraging local women from moving away from rural areas, simplifying legal paperwork for people to stay, increasing matchmaking services, and improving local employment opportunities and pay. Rural women must be educated to love their hometowns, build their hometowns, be encouraged to stay and change their hometowns to bring down the unbalanced ratio between men and women here, the proposal said. The local government's proclamation and media commentary proved to be a step too far for many readers and immediately sparked uproar on social media. While many sympathize that a single man will have no one to wait on them when they get old and sick, but they accuse local government and the author of commentary to reduce women to nothing more than bed warmers. One reader wrote, "So women are just bed warmers and baby machines?" Another suggested that if the government was so worried about cold beds, passing out hot water bottles might be easier than passing out a woman. One woman wrote on Weibo, "We did not get educated so that we could go back to our hometowns and serve our in-laws." Another person said, "I suspect the rural women will still live in the villages who will all leave after they hear this proposal." According to a study published by China's Communist Youth League, nearly 44% of Chinese women say they have no intention of getting married or are unsure if they will ever get married. That's more than double the percentage of men who hold similar views. Among the most commonly cited reasons for women's marriage hesitancy are the motherhood penalty and an unwillingness to settle for a less than satisfactory husband. As China seeks to boost birth rates, many of its young people have doubts about starting families. An estimated 8 million couples married in 2020 compared to 13 million in 2013, a 39% drop, according to official statistics. One group that shows a strong reluctance to marry is young people living in wealthier areas. According to the report, China's lowest marriage rates are found in the more economically developed Shanghai and the neighboring Zhejiang province. Last week, RedNet, a website run by the Hunan Provincial Party Committee, published an article arguing the proposal was necessary. It said, "It's no small issue for rural men to have wives. It's absolutely necessary for rural areas to have Operation Bed Warming and for older rural men to feel more happy. In rural areas, it's becoming common that men cannot get wives. It's making the parents and themselves miserable." The county government has since clarified to Red Star News that they did not mean they will force women to stay and that it was only intended as an encouragement to stay. The 4-decade-long family planning policy not only reduced China's birth rate but also distorted the sex ratio at birth. While 140 males to every 100 females born, there are currently 30 million more men than women, based on data from Statista, an international data provider. The average sex ratio at birth globally is about 105 boys for every 100 girls, according to the World Health Organization. It's not the first time such a proposal has been made. Earlier this year, the director of a Chinese societal development think tank proposed unmarried Chinese woman over the age of 27, known as leftover woman or shengnu in China, should embrace the surplus of single men in rural China to find a husband. Wu Xiuming is the Deputy Secretary General of the Shanxi Think Tank Development Association, a non-governmental organization in central China specializing in social development research. He said, leftover women, most of whom resides in Chinese urban centers and are highly educated, should not feel afraid to go and live in rural villages. He further suggested that Chinese government officials encourage urban women to migrate to rural areas to find husbands by offering programs that incentivize the move. Shengnu, leftover woman, is a derogatory term popularized by the All China Women's Federation that classifies women who remain unmarried in their late 20s and beyond. It is derogatory because the word shengnu also implies unwanted or undesirable woman. Universal marriage at a young age has long been the norm in China, so it's not surprising that these women face criticism for choosing to stay single, especially as the countryside fills up with men who can't get married because they outnumber marriage-age women. Viral videos, newspaper articles, and commentators across China have lambasted these women for gold digging, blaming them for waiting it out for a man with a bigger house or fancier car. But it is not that simple. The shengnu phenomenon is similar to trends we've already seen around the world, in countries ranging from the United States to Japan, as higher education and increased employment give women more autonomy. Study after study show that women break away from the tradition of mandatory marriage, get married later, and have fewer children. I do not blame shengnu, I blame China's draconian family planning policy. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button right here. I'll see you again shortly.